ghostly evening, my dreary friends. The members of Whaling City Ghosts could not be here with you tonight. They have a line on a New England vampire. Oh, how I love a good staking. They have asked if I, Morticia, could host the show for them this evening. I'm always dreadfully happy to speak to some of my best friends, the ghosts of the South Coast. So tonight, join me for a night of some of my favorite things: murder, mayhem, and real ghost stories. Skitters, would you like to hear a story about one of my favorite subjects? Murder, of course. The Minister of Murder. Oh, what a lovely name. How could anyone write such terrible stories? Whoever it is, I shall have to have them over for dinner some grim night. Here be the tale of a lowly mill-working lass. 'Tis a shame that clandestine meeting on a winter's dark night in 1832 was to be her last. If the cause of her torment had been force or of her own free will, we'll never know. Only that he left her hanging by a rope, her knees dragging in the snow. Suicide, the men of Fall River Village cried, in all modesty, not wanting to lift her skirts. It was the ladies taking her body with care to prepare her for funeral who learned of her hurts. Soon the cries of the lady over the obvious misdeed got around. There was no choice but to raise her broken body up out of the ground. When they examined her corpse with great care, they discovered a tiny fetus almost dislodged, the poor woe-begotten girl's unborn baby. A search for the culprit of this indecency brought them none other than Reverend Ephraim K. Avery. After a long, sordid trial, a most unlikely verdict was given, shocking the crowds. Not guilty? Was justice a thing our poor girl's tormented soul would never see? As for Avery, he traveled far to escape a well-deserved lynching and lost everything he had. To imagine his torment as he tried to outrun his fate, well, I don't know about you, but it makes my heart glad. For you see, there's something I have forgotten to say, that the spirit of Sarah Marie Cornell still wanders the streets, screaming to this very day.
They were going to try to get access to them, but the light came up, you see like a shadow under the water. So we already have like
The next recording is a greeting recorded near the place of Sarah's demise. Often called Maria or Marie, it's one of the creepiest WCG has ever heard.
we got open HVAC. We got
This recording was taken from a building close to where she was found hanging, and the ghosts call out for mysterious Marie. Could it be Sarah making this decree? Ah, so much better. Wasn't that the loveliest story, Skitters? Of course I have more if you'd like to hear them, my pet. What do you think? Next, I take you into the darkness where there be monsters. For what would an evening of ghost stories be without my favorite creatures who lurk in the darkness where most cannot see? Once upon a time, our city was a place of tranquil beauty, a wild, turbulent land. The only inhabitants, the peaceful Wampanoag tribe, who pulled their canoes up to rest upon the sand. These ancient people hunted and fished along our brilliant, sun-sparkled shores. Even they knew that the long night's darkness hid something more. There are things in this universe we'll never fully be able to understand. Creatures that thrive in the dark and can never claim to have been a living man. Let's suffice it to say, I cannot claim to know what these beasts are, only that they spread across the earth, wide and far. They come out in the night while you're abed, fast asleep. Into the deep recesses and dark corners they creep, filled with malice and a heart bursting with evil intent. All we know and all we pray is back to hell that they're sent. Entering your mind, they will slither, an insidious visitor who cavorts and screams, turning to rancid nightmares all of your dreams. So if you wake before the dawn's morning light with a shriek in your throat, feeling only the dark terror your nocturnal visitor has mote, just remember, as you lay there shivering in your bed, it's all in your imagination. Yes, it's all in your head. Remember to tell yourself these things aren't real as you listen to their voices that do not exist.
Alright, so the nut ham one that was facing, so this is kind of like the back of the house, kind of.
No, this,
So how
yeah,
the
this is the
bearing.
back, this,
The back of the house, kind of. The back of the house, kind of. The back of the house, kind of. Run that higher, run that higher, run that higher. What do you pick it up here?
Even a child's voice can be sinister and not so sweet.
You're not welcome here.
Did you like that one, Skitters? I thought it was intriguingly lovely. Would you like some more, my dear? Oh, well, I have another one before the night is over. Beware All Hallows Eve. Last on our list of sinister sagas is a story of my most favorite holiday of the year. I must implore you, heed my warnings, for if you do not, I cannot say what goblins or ghouls you may meet if you dare go out under the full moon's stare. Hallows Eve is a time neither twixt nor tween. Ghosts, ghouls, and goblins are quite often seen. If you dare go out walking on All Hallows Eve, you might find yourself facing a horrible fright. For in all truth, the apparition of a disembodied spirit is a terrible sight. Centuries have passed as they slipped past the living with a cobwebby feel. But on Samhain's night, when the veil is thin, they finally become real. Spidery cold fingers reach out, touching all your worst fears, as the chill of a long dead spirit draws inevitably near. When the night begins to wane and the jack-o'-lanterns burn low, the embrace of these long-lost specters is all you will know. So on this Hallows Eve night, when the door to another world has worn thin, I warn you, stay in your bed, pull the covers right up to your chin. For on Halloween night, I assure you, the spirits will roam. They might even venture into your home. And as you snuggle into your bed on this night that comes but once a year, I beg you, leave on a light. For I promise you, the restless dead do rise, and it is they who rule the night. Sometimes they seem sweet and innocent to our ears, a child's voice ringing out across the centuries. Other times, the spirits we meet mock us from behind the invisible curtain between life and death.
Makes me sad to hear you crying and not know why.
Over 100 years after the fact, an accused axe murderess cries of her innocent and her ill-gotten moment of fame. While we're speaking of dear Lizzie's abode, I often wonder how many others call her place home.
Sorry, I'm really feeling his rock. Sorry, I'm really feeling his rock. Sorry, I'm really feeling his rock. Sorry, I'm really feeling his rock.
Then there are the times when you hear them and can't resist the deep shiver that runs down your spine. So when the veil grows thin and the dead walk the earth, remember my words when you curl up under the sheets. For you never know when you turn out the lights what ghost out of history you're likely to meet. I hope you have entirely detested the show. Have a torturously horrible Halloween. See you next time if you dare.
Yeah.